It would help if I had the game up. Okay. Welcome to the evening stream. At least it is for me. But you know, I like to mix it up a bit. And we're going to start Chapter 4, the final chapter. It looks like it's going to be a desolate wasteland. The first chapter was the only one that was like nice. With like grass and stuff. Looked nice. Wow. I'm naked. Wait, I haven't been naked before. Usually have clothes. Ink, my child, can you hear my voice? Oh yeah, because they don't really have like proper coverage here. They don't have enough like, 5G towers or whatever. You stand in the land of death, a place where my light cannot reach. In this land of Tantengil, Tantagel? Tantagel. I'm gonna say that if I remember. All is lost, even the banner of hope. Oh. And yet, I see something. Go forth, young Ink, seek out your fellow man and find the banner. And know, my child, that I watch over you, always. Is this still, like, Ivy? Wait, I have dumbbells? Why do I have dumbbells? Is that what he gave me? Oh. They look like they might be an old builder. Long have I awaited thy coming, Ink. Why, I have fair lost count of the years. Oh, they are going to talk like this. I kind of called this, didn't I? That they're going to talk like old-timey peoples. Thou art the builder of prophecy, art thou not? Come, let me look upon thee. If a fledgling child such as thee art truly the saviour of whom Almighty Rubis spoke, I fear we have a long road ahead of us. And yes, 'tis the path we must needs. 'Tis the path we must needs take. Okay. I am Merland. Not Merlin, not to be confused. Seer of Tantagel. Follow me. Yeet! He just like jumps out the window. Try to catch up. These old bones are not slow. Forgive me. I am not as young as I once was, but I still left you in the dust. Get owned, noob. Let me rest a while, I prithee. Ink. Thou art the servant of the Almighty Rubis, the one whose coming I have awaited so many long, hard years. But if that is true, wherefore wearest thou the vacant visage of a slack-jawed simpleton? Wow, cool, thanks. Thanks, Merland. And wherefore, when first we met, didst thou not address me as Sir, rather than by the more informal Grandad? Well, no matter. Our destination lies ahead. Let us continue. I'm gonna get there first. Although it would suck if he hobbled along, wouldn't it? I'm guessing this is all like ash. Ash and bone. That looks like a banner. Not the banner of hope, though. Oh yeah, because there's another. If only we still had the car. Oh, we having another little rest? Oh, I'm tired. Tell me, boy, didst thou attempt to outstrip me just then? Well, no matter. Even if thou were to take a whip to me, I could not move any faster. I must rest for a moment. I don't know, you're moving pretty fast, really. This land was once home to the great city of Tantagil, capital of the kingdom of Alfgard. Oh, maybe that's the place we've had visions of. Maybe our visions are through his eyes, who knows? If he's a builder and we're like all connected or something, I can see that being a thing. But now, 'tis little more than an ashen wasteland, incapable of supporting human life, apart from me, of course, because I'm amazing. I'm Merland. Not Merlin, Merland. Tantagel is become a land of darkness, where hope and happiness are but fleeting memories. As the builder of legend, it falleth to thee to fulfill thy sacred duty and bring this benighted land back to the light. But is a measly minnow such as thee truly capable of such a feat? And he complains that I called him old, and he's calling me everything else. Come, let us proceed. Our destination is near at hand. It's just that, over there. We can see it. We could have probably walked there in the time. But the game doesn't have walking and talking. So deal with it. Okay, Merlin, God. What's with the attitude? Look, it's Princess... not Zelda. Princess Zelba. Welcoming to the last grip of life remaining in all Tantagel. I did bring thee here at Almighty Rubus's command, that I might serve as a staging post for thy rebuilding efforts. Yeah, you've done well. Is that also a banner of hope that we've got there? As well thou seest, the place is all encircled by death. If ere the light is to return to Tantagel, thou must first breathe life back into this land. I beg pardon? Thou wishest to know more of the statue that standeth outside? Don't pay any attention to that. That's just for an old man to look at now and then. 'Tis a lifelike image of a princess who once lived in these lands, carved in stone. I think it's real. I know not whence it came, but mayhap 'tis that statue's enlightening influence that keepeth the darkness at bay. Yeah, I reckon it's a real person, and that their like hope is like deflecting the death and darkness. Though too must thou needs find a way to return this ashen land to life. When thou hast discovered such a method, I bid thee journey to the ruins of Tantagel Castle and rebuild the capital anew. Oh, okay, so this isn't going to be our, like, town settlement place, is it? I know many things, but how thou wilt accomplish this aim is not among them. Thou must needs think upon it thyself. The only guidance that I can offer to thee is this. May it light thy way in the darkness. Ink obtains a green navy globe. Thanks. Thanks. Are we not in? Are we not in, like, the world proper then? If we're getting navy globes? God, there's just nothing. There's just nothing here. That kind of looks like something. Looks like a slime. Yeah, it is. stand on, just stand on the princess thing. Oh, I don't have a thing yet. Right, okay. How now, Ink? Thinkest thou this land's revival lieth within thy powers? There is little and less available here in terms of raw materials, naught but a collection of broken branches, and the bones of men and monsters both. Nor is there any food to be found. I expect the pangs of hunger are already needling at thine empty belly. I survive on what little nourishment I gain from the drifting mists. What? What? He like sticks his tongue out in like an ash storm, and he just absorbs the nutrients. That's how it works for him. Hello, Delazar, welcome in. Here, allow me to share it with thee. Oh, I guess magic. Ink's hunger meter is completely filled. If oh my god. If thou shouldest feel thirst, there is a spring close by, though thou wouldn't need build a container for some sort to carry the water with thee. Okay. What's happening for me? We're starting to the final chapter of Dragon Quest Builders 1, and it's all in old-timey speak. There's always like some kind of accent that you have to read. A new quest marker has appeared on the compass. I guess that's the spring. And I now know how to make a bucket. A bucket. Oh yeah, there's a thing here. I'm guessing it's like branches. 2 branches and a huge horn. Right, we did see... like a banner with... yeah, here. A banner with horns around it. I guess it's one of these. Get away from me! Alright, it's better to use the stick. I do have the window open as well. Maybe I should close it. If people start shouting, then that's why. Or that's why you can hear them. No one's gonna shout because my window's open. Is this water? Yeah. So what we need this to build defense +3. To build some water? But the icon that he had, it was like a vial. Ink, art thou hungered? There is naught to sup on in this place but the mists that drift through the air. Can you just teach me that magic or whatever? Allow me to share a portion of what I have collected with thee. Come, Ink, purse thy lips. What? I shall give you a kiss. How does thy duty? Hast thou discovered a method to restore life to this ruined land? The nearby spring might be a suitable place to begin thy quest. 'Tis a source of pure water. Build a bucket. However, you can't use spring water alone. I also espied an interesting old book lying by its banks. Mayhaps it containeth some information that would be of use to thee. Would that I had the power to read. Oh, we can't read. I would tell thee with more surety. I bid thee go, Ink. Find a means to revive this blighted land and rid Tantagel of the darkness. What book? What book? Oh, this is a Banner of Hope, sort of. Just not a very good one. He said a book by the banks. I guess he means over there. But there are challenges that you can do in each level that that mean that you don't have to worry about hunger somehow. I wonder if that carries over. It probably doesn't. Right, okay, so this is a spring as well. Oh, we get cloth from them. Right, so this book? The book is titled A Passage to Tantagel Volume 5. Would you like to read it, yeah? How many years have passed since I departed my hometown for Cantlin? I know not. But, at long last I have arrived in the land of Tantagel, which was once the capital of all Elfgard. Sadly, it is no more. Though I am yet far from Tantagel Castle, already the reek of death and despair is nigh unbearable. With the Dragonlord's castle just across the water, 'twould seem these lands have been the worst affected by the demon's curse. 'Tis a happy accident that this filter fountain... Oh yeah, it is, yeah. A filter fountain... That this filter fountain escaped his unholy wrath. I can refill my flasks, and continue my journey. All around here is contaminated by the curse. But everyone with so much as a bucket may draw sweet, clear water from about the fountain. Rumors tell that I was left here by a scholar who hoped to use its purifying powers to bring life back to this land. He dwelt in a hermitage to the north of this place, where he conducted research into the formulation of holy water. If thou who readest this message dost intend to rid this land of the curse, I bid thee investigate this scholar's adobe. I, meanwhile, will continue on. Every breath I take of this ashy air is harder than the last. I may not have long remaining to reach my destination. Oh, it's Grains. Sir Reginald Augustus Grains, Cantlin Brigade of Guards. Yeah, I kind of want to take this stuff home with me, but I can't. So north. And I want to steal their clothes. I don't want to be naked. I didn't think he was dead then. Right, I think we need 3. If memory serves me well. There is something in the second game that I remember that's quite cool, and that is that you can, like, tame the creatures, but, like, not until, like, halfway through the game. And some of them are mounts, and they're very good. I don't know if you, like, keep information between... Yeah, I don't know if you keep information between, like, levels in the second one or not. It's been quite a while since I played it, really. But then when I saw that this one was on Steam, I was like, yeah, I have to get it. Alright, so all the broken trees are just no good. What about these? Wait, do we even have a bed? Or any means to make one? Oh, we do have a bed. I shall sleep. I cannot sleep. I guess it's just his bed. Yeah, we can't make, like, reeds and stuff. We can't gather them. Well, onwards. See, this is going to be a real tough one because it's like no food, no materials. There's no ores. Very few plants and trees and stuff. And I've not started even with clothes. Right, this has got to be it. There's a letter on top of a crate. It looks like it was written quite recently. How long have I been playing? I think that this is the 9th session. And all the rest are on a YouTube playlist. Or do you mean today? Today it's like 20 minutes. Like I've only just started this chapter. I can't believe it. How unlucky can one man be? Just when I hear that the builders finally arrived, and us humans are on the up again. How recently? Maybe he means the lands in general. So like when I started my first... That's when he wrote this. My first island. I only end up getting swept out to sea and wash up here in this wasteland. Oh, okay, yeah. It would have been then. I found a book near a spring that said to go up north to find out how to make holy water, but there's nothing here. I was going to use the last of my strength to climb up to the top of that hill and see what I can see. Message ends there. Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Although my markers like disappeared. Has life been treating you well? Yeah, just really busy. Just unbelievably busy. I've been also selling things that I just don't need anymore. And then my family is like, yeah, I want to sell stuff too. And then we've ended up making a stall at a car boot, which we haven't done yet. But everyone's like, oh yeah, let's get rid of some trash that we've been holding on to for ages, for years. So I've got bags and bags and bags of stuff. Mostly like kid stuff. Because, you know, kids grow out of stuff very, very quickly. And we'll see how that goes. Doesn't seem to be much around here. But yeah, just busy with like little things like that, little projects. Like I still haven't finished my arcade cabinet stuff. I sort of have, but not with like how it looks. It functions the way it's supposed to, though. But I was thinking of like upgrading certain things. Messing around with power supplies. Potentially dangerous stuff, but we'll see. No reply. It's just a corpse. That means they're dead. 100% dead. But there's something written in the ash next to him. Oh yeah, it says... Get wrecked. Huh, that's weird. Wall, hollow, hidden, stairs. What, here? Ink can't make out any more of the message. This looks like it, this looks like wall hollow. Hidden stairs. You're making knives? I recently got a bunch of old knives, just like kitchen knives. And I did sort of grind a few down to make like whittling knives with pretty mixed results. But it's like, it's not bad steel, I guess. I just don't really know what to do with them. It's always good for just spare metal. They'll probably end up somewhere in the arcade, probably as like brackets and stuff like that. There's an old faded letter on top of the crate. Several years have passed since I began my studies, and at long last, I have almost achieved mine aims. I have all but discovered the wise by which holy water can be what? Concocted. Oh yeah. The very thing we need to banish the fiend's curse. But the monsters are no fools. Their attacks have been occurring more frequently of late. I must needs withdraw me to the innermost chamber. So this hermit is probably just the guy that we met anyway, right? And set traps to stime their results? Whatever might become of me, I cannot allow humanity's only hope to be lost forever. The message ends there. There's some nice pillars. Let's not stand in front of that. I do want it though. Can I have it? Kind of want these torches as well. Oh! Look at that dodge. What a dodge. It's my Dark Souls skills. Yeah, that's why we don't stand in front. Yeah, I can't possibly destroy this stuff. I quite like it though. I quite like starting so basically. Just gonna check that this, yeah, this way. We didn't go this way. Give. Give. In Blender, you mean? Oh, okay. Thought you meant you were like forging real knives. Like, I would like to forge stuff. Probably not knives. Like armor or something. I know that it's a lot more complicated, but still. I did look into, you know, those like, those coils? Oh, okay. Those like electromagnetic coils that you can put metal between, and it sort of electrically vibrates the material, and it melts it, or it softens it. They're expensive though, but obviously I can't just like have a forge An old, crumpled piece of paper is laying on the floor, covered in faded writing. After umpteen years of painstaking experiments, I have finally come to the momentous realization. Without the power to build, I will nigher be able to produce the holy water I have spent my life researching. But my work hath not been for naught. Where I have failed, the legendary builder is destined to succeed. If, by the grace of Rubis... I wonder if I was supposed to kill the dragon. It is the builder who readeth this note. I hereby bequeath my magical altar to thee. Pray take it with thee, that it might serve a greater purpose. My time in this world will soon be at an end. Already I hear a dragon's... Oh no. Just seeing if there's another way out of here. He probably died. Unless it was that guy that we met at the beginning of this. Yeah, maybe. I hear a dragon's dolorous roars fast approaching my doors. O great Mother Rubis, grant this accursed land thy blessing once more, I pray thee. Message ends there. The rest of the letter is signed beyond recognition. Give. Pure water, which I don't have? Divine dagger. Is that... Yeah, projectile. It said take it with you. Oh, here we go. Dragon, no! Right. Considering I didn't do that much damage to that dragon, I'm gonna leave it there. There's usually a quicker way out, but I guess we're going all the way around. I do want to take these. As soon as I can pick these up, we can come and get them and kill the dragon in one. Yeah, I guess it's not that far when you know your way back. Just in case he had woken up. Right, let's get back to base. There's the dragon in the floor. We can probably just go directly to it. Oh, I can't. I was going to say, if I can mark out in line with the dragon. We also have enough to make some clothes. That'll be nice. Oh, I also realized that some people won't know what a car boot is. A car boot sale. It's like a market, I guess? You just put stuff in your car, drive somewhere, and you just put all your stuff out. Right. Yeah, 3. 3 for 3 armor. Can't place that there. It's real funny about where I can place these things. Ink, art thou hungered? Also, how come it's not pure water as well? There is not to... So, okay, it's just saying the same thing. Give me a kiss. Like, did I not... Let's have that, why not? Did I not, like, this is just normal water. So how do I make pure water? Or is it that I keep doing it and that sometimes I'll get pure water? Doubt. Yeah, this is odd, isn't it? Scoop of standing water that isn't safe to drink. I'm confused. Let's go to the slime. Seems more fun. Ow. Owie. Yes, made out of breakable material as well. Or do you think it's a puzzle where I have to, like, just fill in the eyes or something? Or it could just be nothing. I guess it's nothing. Ow. Oh no. Little block fellas. Thousands of them. What is that? Don't tell me that I have to, like, look up a guide on how to make pure water. I don't want to do that. I want to play the game. Yeah, what is this? We don't seem to have ghosts at all, do we? At nighttime. It's a sanctuary. But it's pretty blocked up. Wait, is that's a separate island? The separate island seems to have lots of poison. So we'll go from just nothing to a horrible poison land. That'll be nice. Be a nice little change. Right, there's nothing beyond there. Oh, this looks like a huge structure, doesn't it? The sort of groundworks. Yes, very interesting, yes. You ain't fooling no one. You little happy face. Pure evil. What's it doing? Oh god, it hurt me beyond death. Right, I might have to look up how to even... Oh, let's not go near that. That's a monster. How to, purify it. Like, you know, real water you would purify on a fire, I suppose. But we can't make any kind of cooking station. How do we usually... Oh, also, this doesn't work because it's not a room. Obviously. Yeah, that's why we couldn't sleep. Let's do a save. Please! This just... This is just going to give me normal water. Why? Why? Hold on. Oh, we can, like, look at the map, actually. Let's bring that up. I say we, I mean me. Open recent. There we go. Guessing with this one. Just looking at the things that are on the map. This is where we started, I think. This is... We've been everywhere. We have actually been everywhere. Oh, it doesn't help that it's in Japanese. My god. So stuck so quickly. Right, let's see. Go south and talk with someone in Japanese. I'm guessing that's not Merlin. Okay, craft holy water. Craft a bucket with horns. Yeah, yeah. Go to A and get water near fountain. Oh, maybe I have to be like right next to the fountain. Get out of here. Get out of here. But you'd think that it would just purify that body of water, wouldn't you? Oh, that is how it works. I'm a stupid. How many do we want? Years later. And there was a thing for mixing it with silver. I've not seen any ore. Right, you usually don't need, like, a crazy amount, do we? Let's take these healing things back as well. Wait, what? Okay, let's just take that back with us as well. Yeah, alright. Let's go! $19, that's probably enough. But if we can take this back, then it means we can get unlimited power. Stop! Get help! Let's just check that it still works. Yeah, I think so. Stop! Leave me alone! Alright, so we need to... yeah, on this. We need to do on this. 5? How about 20? 5. Alright, so now, what will these do? A bottle of blessed water with purifying powers purifies the surrounding land. Is it going to be like a 5 by 5? So 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, I don't remember if it's like 2 each side. Oh no, it's much bigger. Much bigger. Oh, nice. Yeah. So do we just do this to the entire planet? Oh yeah. What do the bones turn into? Oh, flowers. That's nice. I missed a bit. Oh, I missed quite a lot. Wait, what? I don't want this. Get out of here. So it only works up to 3 blocks. Right, well there we go. There's some spam. Right, he's probably going to be happy with that. He'd be like, oh, nice. Good one. Wait. Maybe this is what I do to the slime. What sorcery is this? Why doth thou water shine and sparkle so? 'Tis holy water, thou sayest. Why, if one were to sprinkle holy water upon this unholy land, it might very well. Oh, my hero. Oh, my poor hero. What? What? Oh, didst thou hear a voice just then? Or are my... I didn't actually see who said that hero stuff then. Or are my old ears playing tricks on me? Ah, so thou did hear it too, and thou'st warrantest it came from the statue. Oh. It could be that statue is no statue at all, but a human being frozen in stone? Hurry, Ink, to the statue, mayhaps that holy water of thine might be of use. No, you have to use soft on it. Or a golden needle. I don't even know what video games that is from, but, you know. Maybe Final Fantasy is one of them. Who are you? The princess. Oh, okay. Where am I? Hath the spell been lifted? Art thou the one who did rouse me from my slumber? Let me look upon your face. You are the one from my dream. Then the stars were right, and this is the day. I play Oblivion too much. How indomitable thine expression. Oh, she's gonna tell me I look like a potato. How dignified thy features. Verily, I sense a great power within thee. The potato power. Just as I did the first I met someone I once knew. Oh, because I'm a reincarnation of someone, I guess. Thou art the builder, art thou not? The one who is blessed with the power to create? When the Dragon Lord took power and stole the light from the sky, I thought that all hope was lost. And so I recreated a charm and turned myself to stone. Oh, you did that, huh? I know not how many years have passed since thy moment, but 'twould seem the Dragon Lord's reign of darkness continueth still. And yet, now that thou art with us, hope is returned. And thou art the builder, the one blessed by benevolent Rubis herself, to make Alfgard arise again. Ink, whoever so thou'st journeyest, I shall follow. For the path that thou treadest will lead us back to the light. Okay. By the goddess. Verily, the statue hath come to life. This miracle is a shining beacon of hope in this darkened domain. All that remaineth is to journey forth to the ruins of Tantagel Castle and bring about its rebirth in the same wise. If we can stay alive that long, Ink, I sense a great evil approaching. Get your stick, whack it a couple times, hopefully it'll go away. I'm gonna go to this slime thing and throw some water at it and hope for the best, because it should turn to dirt. It shouldeth returneth to dirtus. That's how they talk, right? I'm just gonna fill it in just in case. I kind of ruined it a bit. Right, it's got like 3. So it's like that. Yeah. Then I need to make sure that I'm like 3 above and 3 below. Oh, that was 2. Right, let's test like this. Oh, maybe it does go 3 below as well. Okay, well, whatever. Oh. Right, let's get on top of it. I think that that's all of it. Up to a point. Oh, there's a little slime on top. I didn't notice him. Right, so if I stand here. Oh, it does 2 below my feet. My feets. There we go, that's the whole thing. Hey, little guy. Slip. Hello, human. Have you come up here to see the view, too? Apparently, the world used to be really pretty, but it's not anymore. I never seen anything pretty before. Have you, human? Yeah. What does pretty mean? Oh, I need a spade. That's what pretty means. Pretty means I need a spade. Gooman. What is my purpose? See, and I thought that they wanted... Well, I guess I was just assuming. But also I didn't know that there was a slime on top. Can I make a spade? No. No, I cannot. Just get rid of that. Oh god, that's not worked. Just like really wasting them. And then this, I don't know what to do about this really. It'll be 2. Yeah, there we go, that works. 2 below my feet. Right, and that means... that we can get some of this. Sir? Can I help you? And that can be made into like cord and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, we're in sort of a square. It was weird because we couldn't change any of this rock, but maybe that's the equivalent to that like white marbly rock. And then this is the equivalent to dirt. The trees look so much nicer though, don't they? Okay, let's have a fight. Ig, I am so afeared. A great evil is approaching, and I'm just an old man. 'Twould seem the hated Dragon Lord, or else one of his unholy servants, hath taken heed of the princess's revival. The princess is a budding beacon of hope in these blighted lands. We must protect her at all costs. I don't quite remember what his voice was supposed to be. 'Twould not do to face this battle unprepared. Tell me, Ink, art thou hungered? Then allow me to spare a half part of the mists I have collected with thee. Come, Ink, pucker thy lips. Let me kiss you. Thy hunger meter is completely refilled. He didn't say that, but I like to think he did. How farest thou now? Doth thy body brim with vim and vigour? Yea. Then I beg thee, Ink, let not the marauding monsters snuff out Tantagel's only hope. If this land is to see the light again, we must make our way to Tantagel Castle and ensure its revival. Yeah, let's just have a fight about it. Come on then, where are they? I don't know. Oh, they're there. One monster, huh? Pitiful. Pathetic. Oh, they're on top of the thing and falling down. I've obtained a blue portal. Ah, the light! My eyes! Burn! Take thy light away. It is not needed here. This half of the world is mine, all mine. Because I guess his portal has activated, like on the other side. And he's not happy about it. I guess. Portal to another island opens up. A fine display, Ink. I never supposed thou art wert capable of such fine deeds of arms. But why lookest thou so solemn? Such gravitas does not suit this happy occasion, nor thy face, for that matter. Thanks. What? Thou didst hear a fearful voice from afar? There was nothing of the sort, I assure thee. Mayhap your mind is merely overstrained from the battle. Thou, after all, thou art a builder, not a warrior. Forgive me for asking so much of thee. And yet it seems thou hast been granted suitable reward for thou endeavours. That is a teleportal, is it not? On the morrow, I would bid you journey through that teleportal and seek out the ruins of Tantagel Castle. But as for today, thy work is done. My shack is but a mere place, riddled with holes, but if you can repair them, it is yours to rest in. I already did. A thousand thanks, Ink. Thou hast delivered me from the monsters. Pardon? Thou didst hear a strange voice drifting upon the wind? I cannot claim to have heard the same. If I had heard such a terrifying thing, I am certain I would remember it. Perhaps the day's exertions have frayed thy nerves somewhat. Why not rest for the moment? I am sure thou wilt feel better come the morrow. I think that we're going to have a vision, and that's why they have both suggested that we rest. So yeah, let's just rest. It'll waste the whole day, but unless there's anything here, let's look at this map. Something to do with the slime. Oh yeah, we've got to give the slime a thing. B, that's the dragon. This is where we came in. A is the spring. There's really not much else. There is that thing to uncover. But we don't have any way to dig. Like, it might be that we can turn the stuff into something else and then dig into it, but yeah, let's just rest then. We need the crafting, like, table or bench. Dragonlord, long have I awaited this moment. Come, take thy rightful place at my side. Do so, and I will grant upon thee dominion over half of this world. Oh, was it him who was saying that? About the light and stuff? What sayest thou? Wilt thou rule beside me? Look at my stick. It's a little dragon. Isn't that cute? Does that not make you want to be my friend? Then let it be so. Yeah, and to signify the peace between us, he's turning into the old man. Wilt thou offer up thy weapon unto me? No, go away. Ah, the great blade. Hast thou but thrusted thine arm? Such a weapon might well have brought thee victory. It matters not. Thou shalt receive thy just reward. This world shall be cleft in twain, and its blackest pits and darkest recesses rendered unto thee. I'm good, thanks. May the darkness engulf thee for all eternity. Ha ha ha, lol lol lol, trollololol. Ink, my child, why do you stir in your sleep? Do you dream of the past once again? Right, so I think that I am a reincarnation of someone in the past, someone who did side with the Dragon Lord, because the Dragon Lord did talk to us as if I had betrayed them and stuff. These painful memories are not your own, but those of a long-forgotten warrior. They were not meant for your eyes. Do not let these visions distract you from your duty. You need only fulfill the role entrusted to you. That will be enough. Ink, do you remember what I told you when you first awoke from your slumber? No. No. You are not a hero. It is not for you to defeat the Dragon Lord. I kind of remember them saying you're not a hero, because it's like, you're not a hero, you're a builder. You rely on your technologies. Let's just go through the portal. I can't do that. Okay, I guess not. Good morrow, Ink. I see from thy spirited stretching that thou didst sleep well. I don't know if that means does or doesn't. Didst. I guess it means did, yeah. The way thou didst toss and turn in the night, I feared thy sleep was but fitful. Full glad I am to see those fears were misplaced. Yeah, I slept really well despite constantly tossing and turning all night. Really good night's sleep. Ink, my boy, I am a seer. I know what thou art, and where thy future leadeth, or lieth even. In her limitless wisdom, mighty Rubis hath granted a sacred duty unto thee. And here, in this unhallowed land of Tantagel, is where thy role as builder will be fulfilled. Ink, thine adventures is nearly at an end. Thou must need preserve only a little longer. Speaking of which, 'tis time thou didn't put that blue teleportal to the test. I did see search. I bid thee search out the ruins of Tantagel Castle, whence the king of all Alfgard once reigned. Restore the light to that accursed place, and see to its reconstruction. The holy water thou didst create will be of much use to thee in this. Scatter it about thyself, to breathe life back into the ashen landscape. So that's going to be a big thing, isn't it? I might make some more then. No doubt the fruits of the purification process will provide thee with much needed materials for thy building efforts. Maybe ores as well. And shouldest thou ever want from succor, return to me. The princess and I will remain here and await word of thy success. Where's my trusty bucket? I should probably just make them all into holy water. And then if I want to make... Oh my god! And then if I want to make any others, I'll just use it again. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna need any more. Should I speak to her? Good morrow to thee, Ink. By thy moans and groans, I gathered thy dreams were troubled. Ne'er before have I heard such pitiful cries. Surely thou cannot feel rested after such a restless night. Come to me, Ink, a little closer. You're healed! She, like, puts her hand up just over your actual face. So the palm is, like, just fully over your face and screams, you're healed. And that's what happens. I know not how to soothe thy tormented soul, but thy body is another matter. If Aya thou requesteth mine assistance, I stand ready. In the meanwhile, wilt thou be travelling through the teleportal thou didst win in the previous battle? If fortune smileth upon thee, it may lead to my former home. Tantegel Castle now lieth in ruins, and mayhap thou mightest find some clue there as to how its revival can be achieved. If Aya the Light is to return to the place, the Banner of Hope must be recovered. Yeah, that's not a Banner of Hope then. It's just a banner. 'Tis the rallying flag of people, and proof that we humans once took arms against the Dragonlord's armies, and can do that again. If thou shouldest plant it in the heart of the castle ruin, the goddess would surely grant the place her heavenly protection. Okay, so that's what we've got to do. So this isn't where we're going to actually set things up. Which I did sort of think by the way they were talking before. And the fact that this doesn't have a boundary. It's like got a weird circular kind of boundary. I shall remain here and pray that benevolent Rubis ensures thy safekeeping. Okay, see ya. Which is quite an interesting way to start. That's a lot of monsters. Tantegel Moor, the heart of the darkness. God, it's a lot. Lots of dragons and ogres I forgot the name of. Ink, my child, at long last you have arrived at your destination. The darkness that shrouds this land keeps me from bestowing my blessing upon it, but thanks to the princess's prayers, I can see you clearly once more. You stand in the very heart of Tantegel, and the place you were ever destined to make your final stand. The land was once home to the capital city of all Alfgard. It was a joyous place, filled with laughter and merriment. But because of a single warrior's betrayal, it fell to the Dragonlord's curse, and was reduced to this wasteland of death and destruction. Go, my child, head forth into the wastes and seek out the ruin of Tantegel Castle. Recover the missing Banner of Hope, and bring the light back to Tantegel. And as you go, know that I do watch over you, always. And if you die, it's no big deal, because you can respawn. Is this the castle? Just like instantly there's a castle. There's another slime. That does look like it, doesn't it? There's all these bushes as well. This is what we want. Of course we need iron. Oh, we've got like bombs and stuff. What? And they're letting us build quite a lot of different things. Cord bonfire. Ooh. Upgrades already. So goo. I need some goo. Right, so that, yeah, that's definitely where I have to plant the Banner of Hope. I was really hoping it would just be there. Not that easy though, is it? Oh, we got a bed. Put the chest in the chest. Right, so that's basically a bedroom. Like, already done. If this is going to be the settlement, I might do a multi-story thing. But it really does look like it will be. What is this? No, it's not liquid. Message is written on the signpost. The Dragonlord's curse sealed away all the good stuff from underground and trapped it in these big floaty balls. If the humans can't find a way to undo the curse, they'll never be able to build this place back up again. But don't give up, humans. We know you can do it. Lots of love from your Hammerhood friends. Kiss, kiss, kiss. The kisses are a nice touch. I think I need to build up. So did I have dirt? Dirt? Oh, I had this. Which isn't dirt. Oh my god, it looks so much nicer. Yeah, I need to figure out how to get, like, iron and stuff. I guess I'll look for mines. Or maybe camps? There's like a camp there. It looks like a locked chest, though. I need to kill some of these for their goo. And then I can make some slightly better clothes. I'm doing very little damage. Uh-oh. Roll. guessing I'm supposed to have better weapons by now. Oh, I got some silk. And I know how to make those cool banners and stuff now. But more importantly, I've unlocked this. Stone. Great! Oh, maybe I should have used the hammer. That might have been better. Right. Well, there's mushrooms, which means food. Alright, let's see what's in this then. Let's not convert it. Let's just instead dig up to it. And as everyone knows, to dig up to something, you first must dig down. Dig up, stupid! Oh. Well, that's not looking good. I wonder if I can convert it. Wait, it turned into coal? Oh, is that the idea? It's not about what's inside it. It's about what it can potentially be. Okay. There's clay as well. So bloodstone becomes clay. I'm probably not going to need coal again ever. That's something I do want to try. Yeah, it just all became dirt. Okay. Well, never mind. It is just the... Well, some of it is, What is it? Like clay? Yeah, clay. Okay, very interesting, yes. Very interesting. What is that? What's going on there? Alright, so 2 above. Oh no, it's 3. It's 3 above. 3 above, 2 below. Right, that is a lot of iron. Which we did need. So that's good. Got iron and coal. I think that we can even make a forge, like, pretty much straight away. I'm gonna do that before trying to tackle anything else. I can probably also make armor because of that. That's probably a seed. Seed of life. Let's go back to the castle thing. Oh, perhaps I should mark the castle thing. And this is just going to be another iron one, isn't it? Let's try it out. So 3 above would be here. Alright, it's both. Nice. We definitely don't need to collect the rest of that. If we can find ones that are gold and silver and stuff like that as well, we'll probably have to in time anyway. Right, a forge? Furnace, yeah, that's it. And then, just chuck that in one of these. Okay. That's a lot. Okay, let's do it. You've made 10 million iron. And now we can... Is this steel? Yeah, steel ingot. My bag is full of trash. I could make that slightly better armor. Could being the word. God, swords look so much better than like clubs and stuff. Let's see what I need. Actually, it's probably fur, isn't it? And stuff like that for armor. That's probably what I'm missing. Yeah, fur. And finest fur. Alright, let's go for the fur and wood. Do I not have any wood? I'd have to purify some trees, wouldn't I? There's some trees through the portal, so I'll go there. And then I'll be kitted out. And then I'm gonna go kill that dragon. Because why not? Why not? I just one hit kill them. That's pretty cool. Right, a tree. I would like a tree, please. Actually, I'll go kill the dragon now, because I don't plan to be hit by the dragon. So it should be fine. Oh, and we can also make a shovel. No, let's go back and make a shovel. And give it to the slime. And the slime will say, thank you, and probably give us nothing. Or just be at our base, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh wait, the shovel was at the bench, yeah. Along with wood. We'll probably need that at some point. So I don't remember how to make steel. Although it will say, won't it? Oh, you just sort of recook. Well, we could have done that and skipped iron. Well... Finest fur. Oh yeah, I don't have that. Okay, so now... This? We may as well put this down. And then go back through. Kiss an old man and talk to a slime and kill a dragon. In that order. So finest fur. That's probably going to be from a slightly more difficult Hammerhood, I guess. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's just saying the same stuff. It's not why we're here, old man. We just want a kiss. Yeah, good. It's still here. Is this pretty? Yep. Gooey. The petals are so white and the leaves are so green. This flower's really, really pretty. I can only imagine how pretty the whole world used to look like when it was covered in them. Lissai. It contains a clouded memory. What is that? A tear-tinged recollection of a sad and dispirited slime. What do I want with this? I can't use it. What? I wish it would go back to the way it was before. Don't worry, little slime thing. It will. Oh yeah, there's also the thing that we can uncover. Right, where was that dragon? It was over that way, wasn't it? So let's do this first, I suppose. We should be able to dig into it now that we've got this bad boy. It didn't even see it coming. I didn't really want to do that. It feels like littering. And I don't like it. Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is dirt, isn't it? Oh no, it's unbreakable. A key? Huh. Yes. Give me your keys. Yeah, key. It's like a little dungeon. Wow. Wow. My stuff. Not all of my stuff. It's not time. It is not your time to depart this world. That which you have lost can yet be recovered from whence you fell. Come, my child, arise once more. It would be funny if I arise as an undead. Right, so that sucked a bit. I mean, I'm using like steel weapons, which absolutely murder everything else. How much damage was that guy doing? It must have been quite a bit. When I was trying to dodge that attack, it's difficult sometimes. I think that you have to be a bit further away, so the delay is more. So it's more likely to miss. But it's only a little room. But the other option is to go and kill the dragon first and get the fire-breathing statues. And that would probably make this whole thing real easy. I don't even know what you're gonna get in here. It must be good though, right? If it's stuff that can kill me easily. Wait, what if I just do that? Oh! Okay. Emits an ominous aura. I don't think that matters though, right? Should be fine, right? What? Oh, it's cursed! Oh no! Curses can be broken with sheen salts created at the diviner's altar. Be mindful that this will also cause the cursed equipment to vanish. Alright, so I shouldn't have done that, in other words. I think for now it means that I do have better, better defense. Yeah, it won't let me, like, re-equip anything else. Right. They do just keep respawning. Oh, we've even got a little cursed logo. You have been cursed. You are a stupid. Yeah, that's the way we get through doors. These I really don't want. Ooh. Sure. We need another... I don't want these either. We need another thing. Oh, it's those, isn't it? We should just destroy them the old-fashioned way. Right, I need loads of keys. Oh, so he'll have a key. Because he's not a normal skeleton. Is that the way in? And this guy will have a key as well. Right, so I'm guessing that all of the stuff that we get down here will probably be cursed. And I think I will just put it on anyway. But then that salt thing I've not heard of, so it might actually be really difficult to obtain. Oh. Hello there. I'm gonna go and open that other door first. This looks like a really big thing. It's got layers and stuff. Oh, that was the door. So we want to go around this. Wait, if I... Oh my god, that was close. Just a little bit of cheese. It emits an ominous aura. Ugh. Well, I said I was going to do it. This is probably what we used to look like. Or our, like, reincarnated form thing. Do I have any spare? Oh, I got one. Right, where was the thing down? To this? Yeah. Level 2. Well, well, well. Plus 200. Deep, dark hole from which water can be drawn. Okay. Okay, cool. I don't want this. We don't need these. I mean, I don't need this either. Let's put it there. But I do need a key. Oh, there's like baths and stuff. What is this place? Okay, he was the same color as them all, but he had a key. So it's just how difficult they are. Ooh. I can't wait to get some more cursed equipment. And I'll put it on. You know I will. I don't think that's cursed. No, it's fine. There's a lot of stuff here, though, isn't there? Right, how do I get into there? We do have a key. I don't remember if there was a locked door on this level. Was there one, like, here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I do remember now. There's an armor stand. I would usually pick that stuff up, but we really do have no space. Okay. Okay, they can't break through it quite the way I thought. Which is what I had hoped. What's he doing? Nice, okay. Do I read stuff, or do I take stuff? Ink hears an unsettling voice inside his head. Turn back before it's too late. Sully not thy hands with this accursed item, lest thou be sorry. Even shouldst thou use its power to drive out the Dragon Lord, the curse will return upon thine head 1,000-fold. Turn back, I prithee. Turn back, turn back. His strange voice falls silent. When Ink comes to his senses, he finds a bizarrely shaped sword in his equipment bag. The Sword of Ruin. Plus 50 attack. Now, I'm a little bit scared that if I equip all of these things, I will just die. The page of the journal, covered in large, sketchy writing, Ink turns to the last entry. Wherefore doth his majesty refuse us? This may be our last chance to turn the tables against the Dragonlord's army. And yet, in his unfathomable foolishness, he doth refuse to take advantage of the powers we have unearthed. Oh, so these were, like, found somehow. It is ever the king's prerogative to keep short... To give short shrift to that he doth not understand. But by this ill-timed intranscendence, I fear he hath doomed. The rest of the pages have been torn away, so ink can't read any further. I could save the game and do it. That's always an option. I might do that, but then it said like the future will be bad. So, you know, I might equip it and it'd be totally fine, but then later on the game might be like, yeah, remember you equipped all 3 pieces of that thing? That means you're one of the bad guys now. Game over. I don't think it would do that, but I've gone the wrong way. But it might. Or do I destroy all the pieces by equipping them and then later on getting rid of them? I'm really not sure. So for now, we'll go kiss an old man. I should probably put a lot of this stuff away as well. And she should heal me as well. Okay. Right. I can put these down. I can randomly also put these down. And these. And this. Oh, no, no. There we go. Yeah, let's save. And then let's equip this. Oh no, the sword is cursed. Right, so if I look at my equipment now, is it like worse now? No, it's still 50. Like it's still good stats. What if I sleep? Do I have like a nightmare and die? Nope, totally fine. Totally fine. Oh, so it's these. We just need some silver. Okay. That's not too bad. I've not seen any silver, but, you know, it's probably not too bad. Let's go kill a dragon. Wow. Being cursed is pretty good. I am in a D&D game where one of the characters has, like, I don't know, like 5 curses maybe on them. And I'm a cleric and I can heal them. Like, heal all the curses. But I choose not to. Because we're kind of hoping that all the curses just cancel each other out. And he gets, like, some powers or something, I don't know. But if he does, like, start dying from them, then we can lift them. Right, where was the whole dragon thing? I don't really remember. Oh yeah, it was like a hidden, yeah, it's right here. Little hidden thing. Right, I want to see if I can get these. I can't even use my hammer. Okay, that's weird. Why can't I use my hammer? Hopefully that's not the curse. Right, now where? Oh yeah, here we go. Wow. Wow. Yeah, curses are pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I can't really believe that I just 2-hit killed that dragon, really. That's insane. Right, I predict that it will be bad if I rely on this equipment till the end of the game. That's my prediction. So as soon as we get something that's, like, kind of decent, I can switch. Right, I believe that was all the treasure chests. Usually when you discover that they're dead, they disappear. It's just like, no, he's just a corpse, and then it, like, fades away. In Dragon Quest games. Steel doors. Oh yeah, those are those massive ones, aren't they? We have got so much good equipment. And that is this whole place done as well, I think. So we can take... Well, we can take everything through. I'll take the chests, because they'll stack with the others. I still can't use my hammer. It is the curse. Oh no. Right, I want this table. We're relocating. And we desperately need silver. Well, not desperately, but it would be very nice to know where there is some silver. There we go, that's actually kind of perfect. Right, treasure room. Can be this room. This thing could be in here. I don't really know what to do with these. Let's put them away because they're kind of deadly. Yeah, maybe... Oh, there's these. Maybe we do need both the chests out, actually. Where is it? Chest? I'm pretty sure I put another chest in here, didn't I? Oh, there it is. Right, this chest can be equipment. And whatever the hell that is. Right, cloth, stone. That. Actually, I will need some dirt. Some blocks. I can even fill this in. Can the mouse get off the screen? Oh yeah, that's the other Navi globe, isn't it? I want to put one down for the castle. Just in case. And then there was like a big weird thing in this direction, wasn't there? We still don't have food. There's like a big castle in this direction. I might just look at the map and try and understand where I even am. And I was hoping that there would be a banner of hope on the map so that I could just go grab it. But there isn't. There's silver slimes though, there's like metal slimes. What is that? Is that just food? I think there's places that give food. So yeah, just explore. Just explore stuff. And we do have a shovel and fishing rod. Now this stuff might be able to be converted, actually, to those other mushrooms. See, it was 3 above, wasn't it? God, the curse of not being able to use the hammer is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Who goes there? Are you a human? Maybe not. This one smells different to the others. Whoever you are, what do you want? You want the banner of hope? Okay, we're in the right place. Grr, don't make me laugh. If you value your life, then get lost. But if you don't, then come on in. Now, they said that I smell different. I wonder if that's because I've got, like, cursed equipment. First of all, I'll be taking your door, because it looks fancy. Yeah, we'll be taking all of this stuff, in fact. To rebuild my castle. What's with all the empty rooms? Oh, it does say defeat monsters. Let's go one-shot some monsters. Like, there's fancy carpet and everything. But this floor is still only like +1 per tile, which is the same as like wood and stuff. Oh, he's strong. He's a strong boy. Or is it that maybe this sword doesn't do that much damage to like undead or something? And because that dragon just wasn't, you know... Why do I want a bench? Because that dragon wasn't part of the forces of evil. It was just a dragon. Maybe I did full damage to that. Right, we've explored everywhere on this level, I think. I don't think I want a bench. Or a weird wall face. I just want your doors. Give me your doors. Wow, okay. He died. He died real good. I do just wonder if there's better stuff somewhere. Maybe hidden. Like here. No, it's not hidden. Alright then, stairs. I'll leave them till last. Although I need to like hurry because my hunger is going down. Ooh. Ooh, distractions. Right, this would only be 8 things, right? Come on. You ain't nothing. So there's 2 more. No, 3 more enemies. %4 hunger. Where's the old man when I need him? Oh. Right, hello there. God, the reach on that. What is a small child to do? Just DPS, I guess. Right, now we'll go down this way. Get the other doors. What? What? Wait. How did I get here? Oh, through here. Then what was the other side? Just nothing? God, I really came through these. Yeah, just nothing. Okay. Can I eat these? Nope. Oh, boots. Is it the banner? Yeah, nice. Only then can the revival of Tantagel begin in earnest, and your sacred duty be fulfilled at last. And contain the banner of hope. Right, we need to get out of here pretty quick. I don't know if this will give me full damage. It doesn't look that bad. But we need to go plant the banner. Hopefully they'll come through because of that. I don't even know what those did. I reckon I can convert them. Yeah, we want to go towards the blue. And not die. I'm on my way. A warm and soothing light spreads all around. Ig, my child, you have done well. These ruins will now serve as your base, from which you will embark on your final mission. Only by the power contained within you, the power to create, can this sacred duty be fulfilled. The first part of this duty is to oversee the reconstruction of Tantagel Castle, that it might serve as a haven for humankind. And the latter part is this: rebuild the legendary weapons and armor that were lost to the darkness so long ago, and the holy crystal required to research the Dragon Lord's castle. Return this land to the way it was before the Dragon Lord laid his curse upon it. Do this, and your role in this world's revival will be complete, and Alfgard's salvation will be assured. However, Ink, I must warn you once again, you are not the hero who is destined to defeat the Dragon Lord. Do not forget that. And remember, my child, that I do watch over you always. Right, have those guys made it here? They have. Good. Right, not Merlin. Give me a kiss. By my head, what sorcery is this? Ne'er before mine eyes have been met with such brilliance. The brightest torch is but a flickering ember in comparison, and yet it is so soothing. Why, this light is of such perfect purity that even the mists that have long clouded my mind are beginning to clear. Now that my vision is unimpaired, I will be able to see into thy future, and advise thee of the path thou must needs take to achieve thine aims. 1,000 thanks, Ink. Verily thine arrival was worth thy wait. But the time for waiting is over. Come, let us rebuild the castle to its former glory. Once that is done, all that remaineth is to reconstruct the legendary regalia required to lay the Dragon Lord low. When that is done, the prophecy will be fulfilled, and the sacred duty as the builder of Alfgard will be complete. Okay, give me a kiss. Forgive me, Ink. Ever since I arrived in this place, my stomach hath pained me full sore. Okay, so we can't do that anymore. Aforetimes I did sup on the mist that floated in the air, brewing them in my belly, and regurgitate to any passing traveller in need of sustenance. That's disgusting. But now that I am come beneath the banner's holy light, I find the mists will no longer enter into my body. 1,000 pardons, Ink, but I cannot provide thee with a misty meal this day. That's so gross. Well, do I understand thy disappointment? But alas, there is naught I can do to remedy it. From now on, thou must needs search for thine own sustenance. But I'm dying! I can't even destroy blocks and stuff. Wait, now we have ghosts as well. Ghosts. Oh, I can use these to make these. Okay. And I need to make a kitchen. Goodness gracious, what a warm and welcoming light. I am home at last. I thank thee, Ink, for bringing the light back to these ruins. Here I shall rebuild the great city of Tantagel and capital of all Elfgard. That is the sacred duty entrusted to thee by the almighty Rubis, is it not? Well, I shall help. I may not be a builder, but I am positively brimming with bright ideas. Here, Ink. Pray accept this token as proof of our friendship. I trust it will aid thee in thine efforts. The strength ring? Nice, thank you. And who is this? Is this the guy that was dead? It looks like him, but that doesn't mean it was him. And he's wearing a hat that the other guy wasn't. What is this light? And who is... By the goddess, 'tis the princess. Her majesty is returned to us. But what of thee, boy? Art thou not a little overly casual in the presence of thine elder and betters? What does that mean? What? Thou art a builder? The one whose hand dwells the almighty power of creation? 1,000 pardons, sire. I was frozen in stone by the Dragonlord's curse, and have only recently been released. I knew not of thy coming. If I understand it correctly, thy role as a builder is not that of a warrior, but more that of a carpenter, or smith of sorts. Ha, 'twas... Well, that is the case. If one so lacking in muscular might as thou were fated to face the Dragonlord, all hope would be lost. I am Lawrence, Royal Guard of Tantagel. A pleasure to make thine acquaintance. But hold on a moment. If it is not thee who is destined to face the Dragonlord, then it is I? Rubis preserve me. Maybe. I mean, maybe we kit him out. Yeah. Let's get rid of this. Do we have any of this stone? Can we make this stone? Or was it in the other one? That's quite a lot of monsters. Yeah, is it this? Brick wall? Oh no, it's this. Castle wall. Stone and iron. Alright, maybe we will need a lot of iron. And he calls me weak. Alright, equipment. What does this do? It reduces fall damage. Bag is full. That's not the one I wanted to equip. Okay. Okay, then sure. Sure thing. Yep. Oops. Oh, that was it. Okay. Wait, I may have done this wrong. I've noticed a trend here, and that is that the first blocks need to be need to be these ones. It's a listed building. We have to follow the guidelines, of course. Yeah, it's like that, isn't it? And we also want these. I guess. It's an empty room because it doesn't have a chest. Right, this thing I need to like get rid of some stuff. Oh no, we do have one space, so we get rid of this. Equip that. And just don't fall off stuff. Oh yeah, a chest. Will it, like, include the items I have in chests? I can't remember. Broken branch? I think it does. Right, there we go. We got a kitchen. That's going to be a main door, I think. God, it's quite a mess. It's quite a mess of a castle. Oh, it's not a 3. Or it is a 3, I mean. I don't know what that can be then if it's 3. Right, there we go, it's full. I suppose I can put this equipment in if I don't need it. I'm just going to put this stuff outside. Okay, quests. Everyone has a quest. Ink, heavy duty resteth on thy young shoulders. Thou must needs see to Tantagil's...
Hi, buddy, old pal, old Ken, old Clem, old buddy, old friend, old pal.
Hi, Blue. Welcome. Good to see you. Revival. I think that was the only thing I didn't read. And as thine appointed seer, 'tis my duty to guide thee in thy quest. Before its fall, this castle had a chamber wherein soothsayer such as I could prognosticate in peace. 'Twas known as the Diviner's Den, and I would have thee rebuild it. 'Tis not solely for my own benefit, I assure thee. Had I access to such a chamber, I would see more clearly into the future, and divine the path thou must needs take to achieve thine aims. Over yonder would be a perfect site for it. 'Tis where the room was situated in Tantagel Castle of old. Go, Ink, follow this blueprint I have prepared for thee, and let the Diviner's Den live again. Thanks, Merland. Oh, it's tiny. Well, you want it like here? Oh, I see. It's here, isn't it? Just clear this stuff. Right, yeah, so we got that same stone and stuff. 2 candles?
Make sure you build it over yonder.
I indeed haveth Merlin. No, what is his name? Not Merlin. Copyright free Merlin. Did I bring the Diviner thing? I did, didn't I? Did I put it away? Where did I put it? Do I have to go back and get it? I'm pretty sure I picked it up. And yet I don't have it. Uh-oh. Let's go back and see. Marvin. It pretty much is. Right. Out of all this trash, where is it? I should probably take this stuff with me. Yeah, prison cells. We don't know when we'll need those. But you never know. What? His bed is... you can't take his bed. What did I do with that workbench? That's actually confused me. Oh shoot, is this Dragon Quest Minecraft? It basically is, yeah. Dragon Quest Builders. Could always use a nice prison cell. Apparently you can actually make a torture chamber, and the game recognizes it as a torture chamber. I guess you need a prison cell door, and then those like shackle things. Oh, I put it in here, didn't I? Yeah. Right in front of the door. There we go. Right, and we need a chest. And a door. We have a door, so I'm not going to build one. Two chandeliers. I might just take those out of the other rooms. Is there two? There is. Perfect. The room is destroyed. It's not, it's fine. Wait, where's the door? There. And then a light source for this room. Here. So when you wake up at night, you can accidentally burn yourself. Perfect. Of course, as with all rooms, the first thing you do is put in the door. Just a freestanding door. Oh yeah, and then we need a bunch of bricks. Bricks? I think it's like 20 of each, really. But because we already have some filling in, it's at 14. Hell yeah, torture chamber. Nothing, no castle is complete without one. That might be true. 'Twas the style at the time. No good castle could be seen without their own torture chamber, of course. Oh, also, I may have done something quite dumb, where I found a bunch of cursed equipment, so I equipped it all. That's probably fine, right? Nothing will go wrong. Alright, what's left then? Is it just the chest? Oh, and the candles, okay. It's an empty room. Why can't I look to the side right now? Why am I totally stuck? Oh. I had to press OK. Nothing wrong with curses at all. I know that the sword has cursed me to not be able to use my hammer, which is usually what you would use to, like, break blocks. So I have to break blocks kind of slowly in comparison. 'Tis just as I envisioned it. Thou hast built me a diviner's den of my very own. Now I will be able to devote myself to seeing into thy future and predicting the path thou must take. The builder's most sacred duty is to make ready this land of Alfgard for the day of the Dragon Lord's destruction. Firstly, thou must needs rebuild the means by which a warrior might journey to the Dragon Lord's Isle of Evil. The blessed rainbow drop, which combineth the twinned powers of sun and rain to beam forth a bridge of light. Rainbows, the combined power of sun and rain. I like that. However, 'tis said that the materials by which it might be made are sealed away in the blackest pit of darkest recess of this accursed realm. As of this moment, I know not where that den of villainy might be found, or what horrors await thee within. But know that I will devote myself to divining its whereabouts forthwith, and inform thee the moment I locate it. I will also endeavour to protect the method by which thou mightest craft the ultimate key, said to unlock the doors to that darkness. Fear not, young Ink. I, the mighty Merland, chosen seer of the goddess herself, shall be thy guide. Thou hast merely to await my directions. Lol. Right, okay, Merland. Whatever you say. Now, make me some food. Is that ghosts? They're like aggro noise. Tell me, Ink, hast thou heard the prophecy? It tells of the sword one must wield and the armor one must wear when facing the Dragon Lord. Yeah, definitely not the cursed stuff that I currently have. They are known as the Sword of Kings and the Auroral Armor. Alas, they have been lost to this world, the both of them. But if anyone can bring these treasures back to life, it is thou, the blessed builder. And when thy work is done, wilt thou not need a suitable place to store thy prizes? Oh, he's going to make me build a, armory. It would not do to simply leave them lying about for any passing monster to run away with. There was once such a chamber in this very castle. It's where you've built that. Knock that down right now. Yeah, I do believe it. It was just over there. A stoutly guarded treasury, filled with brimming treasure. Was that the treasure room? No, the food room was the treasure room. Or the kitchen. Brimming with treasure chests. But if thou preferest another location, I bow to thy building wisdom. I think I am going to put things where they say. Okie dokie, going to go stream. Good luck with the stream. I might end fairly soon, so I will be able to catch it. All I ask is that thou placest within its walls a colossal coffer and 1 chest and 3 treasure chests. Oh, and 1 pair of bold banners. I thought it said blood banners. To make the place fit for a king. Yeah, because I can make that stuff now, can't I? Just destroy this with my hands. Right, I also want to put a light in here. Oh, but the wall isn't filled in. Meh. Meh, whatever. And I'll put that there, because I don't need it. Right, so a colossal coffer. I might need more wood. Maybe. And also, where do I build it? Oh yeah, here. I do need more wood. Well, let's go convert some trees or whatever. I'm gonna do this. That was a waste. Just make a little bit of a perimeter. Where it's all nice. And then the trees, I want them to be inside, because I think that that's the only place they'll actually grow. Oh, they're having a fight. Why are you fighting? What if I do this with a skeleton within it? Wouldn't it be funny if he just turned into a normal guy? It's like, oh, I'm human again. Okay. Alright. Let's get some trees. Then I need to look for silver. What? Oh, because I'm full. I was like, what curse is this? I could put that down. Right, that can go in there. And also blueprints. Right, this is probably going to end up here. Oh, but off-center. That's cool. That's nice. Right, it's now an empty room. I could put this in this one. Does this count as... Oh no, because it doesn't have the wall. It doesn't have the wall filled in. Right, I have to make a bunch of wood. Oh, and I have to make banners as well. But now that I've made this, I can store everything in the same place. What do I... gold? I guess that makes sense. I do desperately want that. I can just put everything away. Oh, it's so good! Wonderful. I don't think we need this, because it's now marked as my base. We can save as well. Right, and what else did it say? It was like, oh, you need a normal chest. And some treasure chests or something? I don't know why you would need a normal chest. It's now a treasure house. Well, what was it he said? Need the colossal coffer and a chest within its walls to keep our belongings safe from the villainous monsters. Oh yeah, bold banners. And 3. We only need 3 of these. I just kept putting them down. Right, there we go. That kind of makes sense. Right, now I have to explore for some gold. Unless it says on the map. Let me have a quick look. I kind of doubt it though. Yeah, I don't think it does. Or if it does, it says it in writing, which is in Japanese. This looks like something. Right, so that that particular type of block does mean an ore. Oh, there's a cave. There's a couple of caves. But yeah, that does mean that this is a place with ore as well. Let's use this. So 3 above. That's not gold or silver. Let's have a look at what's in here. It might be that you can only get certain minerals. Oh. I was gonna say from like treasure chests or something. I miss my hammer. It's even like grayed out as well. I regret being a dumb. Got his first block of obsidian. I don't want it. Right, that is probably enough. Oh, this is a monster. Oh, it's dead. Rip it peace. Right, so gold can just be there. Hopefully silver is just in the next cave. Although this is ore as well. A chest. A mimic. I mean, it still gave me treasure. That's what I quite like about mimics. Alright, okay. I don't think there's anything else in that direction, in terms of minerals and stuff. Let's have a look over here. Oh yeah, we can always teleport back. So it doesn't matter how far we go. But if I don't manage to get silver, then I'm gonna have to spend this whole island using a sword instead of a hammer. Oh, there's another slime. Does it have a slime on it? We'll have a look after. A whole lot of nothing. Like, unless there's a way to transmute or something like that, I wouldn't be too surprised. To get silver. But it really is looking like there isn't any. Was this just a piece of obsidian? It looks like a thing, though. Oh, it does have a slime. Okay. What do you want, little slime? My granddad told me something. He said this world oozed to be really bright and sunny. But what does sunny mean, human? Show me something sunny. Okay. How about... Because I think I even got a seed. So is it this? There's no space. Yeah, okay, and then a shovel. Here you go. It's so sunny. Oh, is this what the sun looks like? It's so small, but it's really gorgeous. Actually, yeah, there is just no light whatsoever, is there? It's kind of like the moon. The sky is dark, but somehow everything is still lit. There should be like one piercing star or something like that. But it doesn't like fill the sky. I wish the whole world could be as sunny as this little flower. Just like it used to be. I got another clouded memory. Maybe we'll be able to like put them together at some point. Right, there is a little camp down there, which could be a fight. And I don't think there's anything beyond here. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, there is that tower. Which I think is just going to be a seed. Silver? Not much of it. One block. Oh god, it is just one block of silver. So that would lift one curse, which I guess would be the sword, which would mean that I'll do a lot less damage, but, you know, I'll be able to dig. Or dig slightly better, slightly more conveniently. What's weird is that the preview of this place had monsters everywhere, but in reality there isn't really anything anywhere. Look at that, just like, God, it's so easy with this. So easy. I think that this, and then I've actually kind of explored the whole island. There might be things I'm missing. But we have gold and we have a little bit of silver. Just one silver. Let's just build. Oh, it's food. Fried frog meat. Okay. Sure. Wait, it's nighttime again? God, it feels like it happens every day. Oh my god. Or just a random guy. Yeah, I don't know how much of that stuff I'll need. That red cloth. But I know it's for the banners. Oh, here's another little camp. Gold! Oh, there's some chains. So I can build a thing. If I really wanted to. Right, so that one's been done. Yeah, I think that we have looked at all of these little ore like chunks. I've not killed any of these things. Oh, this is where you get that. Okay. Come back here. Yeah, I've converted that one as well. Yes. Now, I remember I needed that sludge, but I don't remember what for. Wow, it's actually getting quite late. I should probably stop streaming fairly soon. Shall we try and finish this at the very least? I need some banners. Oh no, I need some gold as well. Or is it just raw gold? Oh, it is. Yeah, you get multiple. Nice. I think it was only 2 that I needed. No? Was it more? Wasn't it? Oh my god. What's wrong with this? Isn't it like a coffer, a chest, and 2 of these? Was it 3 of these? Oh, maybe it was 3. Yeah, there we go. I think that is it. By my troth, the treasury of Tantagel Castle is reborn. Verily, thou art the carpenter of legend. What? Thou art not the carpenter, but the builder? Is that so? 1,000 pardons, my good man. Verily, thou art the builder, carpenter of legend. Haha. The rebuilding of the castle proceedeth apace, but how long will it be before we men of Alfgard must need face the Dragon Lord in battle? Well, hopefully it's like a big army of people, and I get to give them all like cool equipment, like this cursed set. The legends tell how Skjorn after Skjorn of the legendary hero did appear in Elfgard, challenging the Dragon Lords to a decisive duel, either after other. And each and every time they were slain. All excepting the last, who did accept the Dragon Lord's offer to rule beside him. Yeah, that was me in another life, sort of. Or at least that's the memories that I've gotten. It is by that hero's default that we find ourselves in this world of darkness. But let us not dwell on our fate. If the legends hold true, yet another Skjorn of the fabled hero will one day appear to us. One who will lay the Dragon Lords low once and for all. I only hope that this hero appeareth sooner rather than later. Yeah, that's me. Although I don't think I'm supposed to challenge him. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. Why Thraunus though, Ink? Dost thou not agree? Yeah, it's me though. Right, shall we see if I can get rid of this? No, I'll see what the princess wants first. My dear Ink, I am ever so keen to begin the reconstruction of Tantagel. But as thou seest, the castle lies in ruins. Verily, I know not where to start. Thou art well experienced in the art of building, art thou not? Doth any plan suggest itself to thee? It'd be pretty cool if she just gave us the blueprint to just the entire castle. Then we could spend a year making it. Beg pardon. Throne room on the dais, thou sayest? Verily, the chamber where my father and I once held court was in that very same place. But in these straitened circumstances, straitened circumstances, I could not possibly ask thee to build a room for me and me alone. 'Twould not be for me alone. To rebuild the throne room would serve as a symbol of Tantagel's revival. Yeah. I see. Well, if restoring the throne room would lend courage to all my people's hearts, then I will gladly oblige thee. Thou art a kind soul, Ink. I thank thee for thy consideration. Here, take this plan of the old throne room, and may it aid thee in restoring the castle to its former glory. Right, yeah, it fits exactly here. Just get rid of this stuff. All the weeds. I like that the floor doesn't have to be nice. I could probably even leave the weeds and no one would actually care. Oh, I see, it's two. It's two of them. That makes sense. Good. Good start. What are those things at the side? Oh, pillars. Maybe I should have picked up those pillars. There's also candles. Yeah, it's the two-tiered thing again. Oh yeah, I moved it here. We're gonna need a lot of iron. Maybe I should do some offline stuff where I just collect a bunch of it. And stone as well. Because even the conversion thing isn't great. I can lay the foundation though. Yeah, so it does go up to there. All right. No, it's fine. Oh, that's going to happen so often. Oh, and there's another as well. My god. It's been destroyed. It's now there again. It's been destroyed again. Wow, okay. I feel like that should that should die before it explodes. They're straight up like trying to kill the princess as well. So yeah, I'm gonna need more iron and more, well, more rock more than anything, aren't I? It's coming along though. What kind of door was it? A big one? Yeah, it is a big one. Luckily we have them. Oh, it has to be 3 tall. I see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Come on. Okay. Right, I think I might leave it here for now, because I do want to go out and I want to... I probably want to go and convert a bunch of dirt. Actually, that's what I want to do. Do I do that here? Yeah. Is this also cladding? I think it would make multiples of this if I use that, and it will convert like walls. Yeah, it'll convert walls. So I'll do that thing where I make a bunch of it. I can make one of these. I'll probably need like 1,000. I'll need like ridiculous numbers, won't I? Alright, let's save. I'm going to save, and I'm going to get going. We're probably going to complete this next week, actually. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming on Monday as well, but, well, we'll see. Hopefully I will. Although, it will be right after a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'll be busy all the way up until then. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye for now. See ya!